Okay, Retired Rick here. Today, we butchered a deer over at my buddy's house. Got 3 big bags of meat. I'm gonna clean the meat up here. Get her ready to grind in my little grinder right here. Got the blades and stuff in the freezer. That bad boy, Pit Boss. Gonna cube this meat up. Small pieces to put in the, run into the grinder. I've already did quite a bit of it over there at my buddy's house. Just gonna final touch things up, get whatever silver skin I missed, stuff like that. That's what I'm gonna do the rest of the day. Haven't eaten since yesterday at 1 o'clock, so I'm fasting. I had me a nice ribeye yesterday. I even ate a piece of raw. And you know what? I've had water and coffee. And I'm really not hungry yet. So I got me another 12-ounce ribeye over there thawed out. It's been in the refrigerator with some SPG on it. What they call that, dry brining it in the refrigerator. I just took it out and set her on the counter, let it get room temp. And after I get my meat all set up here, we're gonna have ribeye. I guess you'd call it OMAD today. Of course, I ain't had nothing yet. I got probably 10, 15 pounds of deer meat I'm gonna cut up. When I get done here, I'll weigh it out, so I'll know just what I got. We split the deer 50-50. So, my buddy shot it twice. He didn't want it to get away. He didn't need to. He'd have killed it with the first shot, but kind of ruined some of the meat. We had to scrap, but we got plenty. I've already got some in the freezer from the last deer he had last year. I got his meat, 13 pounds of it, and I made a bunch of burger patties. Made some 8, 12 ounce, or 10 and 12 ounce burger patties. I ought to have a rubber glove on, but I forgot. Oh well. Too late now, I'm not stopping. Like I said, I got most of this already cut up. Look at that fine looking meat. Every piece of the deer you could think of. We got back strap, legs, front legs, back legs, the roast. I didn't keep none of that stuff. I cut everything up. I'm going to make burgers. I did save some of the back strap. It was a big doe. I'm going to make some steak bites out of that. I might make jerky out of it. I ain't decided. That or just save it for eat it for steak. I might do that. Other than that, I mainly wanted a burger, deer burger. I'm going to make some chili. I'm out of chili again. I got 1 bowl left in the refrigerator there. I took out of the freezer last night. I was going to have it for supper last night, but that ribeye had me filled up, so I didn't want to overdo it. Down 4 pounds since Thanksgiving. I'll take that. I think, well, they call that ketosis. I'm in ketosis. That's where your body starts burning your fat. I've been in a stall since, I think September 1, basically. I had to cut out all carbs and sugars so my body would burn some sugar and carbs or whatever that is. And it's taken about a week or 2 now to really start dropping again. been trying to eat once, maybe twice a day, and what I've been figuring out is I got to be done eating by 5 or 6 at night, because if I eat after that and I weigh myself the next day, I'm still too heavy. But if I eat early and everything, my body, I guess, digests everything, all the protein, and it's burning the fat. Because it seems like when I eat early, that's when I notice a weight loss. So I tried giving up my coffee, but I like my coffee. I have cut back to 2, maybe 3 cups of a morning, and then I'll finish the rest of it in the evening. Early, by 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Usually go to bed between 10 and midnight. Lately, I usually go to bed earlier than that, but I think since I've cut out the sugar and carbs, my sleep's kind of changing a little bit. Don't seem to have to take naps as often. So, don't know if that's it, but that's what I think might be doing it, and that's how I'm doing her now. So, well, I did a pretty good job on cutting all this silver skin and stuff out, and the hair, a couple pieces there I've seen, but other than that, pretty happy with it. Fresh, killed, nice, big, probably 130-pound doe. What I was wanting, some fresh meat. Deer meat, boy, I tell you, steaks in the grocery stores, just hell, I can't hardly afford to eat one. When I have to start wrapping some of them little wieners with bacon or something like that. Them ought to be pretty good. I haven't had them in a long, long time, but better than nothing. Catch the ribeyes when they go on sale. They're usually choice, so they're not super tender. But I picked the ones that's got the most spinoli. I think that's called spinoli on top of it. All right, 1 bag of meat, almost cut up here. That bag right there. And I'll slide these in the freezer for about 15 minutes. Let them firm up real good. They're still pretty ice cold. This deer's been hanging since Sunday. Had 2 big bags of ice in its belly and out in the garage with no heat. So, man, that meat looks good. I'm kind of tempted to eat a piece of raw, but I don't think I'm going to eat deer raw. I better cook it. Wild game. When I do that ribeye, though, I'm going to have me a nice big chunk of raw ribeye. Of course, I did put some salt, pepper, and garlic powder on that one. Redmond's real salt, and then I sprinkled with a little bit of iodized salt on there to see if that helps tenderize it even more. All right. There's 1 bag cut up. Let me rinse my hands off. I think I'll go ahead and grind this bag up. Yeah, I'll put it in the freezer while it's freezing up. I'll cut that other one up. Oh, this is my back straps here. I'm not sure how I want to do them yet. I gotta get another bowl here. Figure out what I'm gonna do. I want to make some steak bites out of it. I want to keep them babies separate. I'm going to put them over here in this bag. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's one of them too. Oh, I did cut some steaks up. Look at them. Good inch thick, a couple inches wide. There's some of that little back strap off that doe. Yeah, boy. Nice, another little steak. Boy, that's a good steak. Look at that bad boy. Yeah. Yeah. And I got some about half-inch steak too. I thought about slicing them up, making some jerky out of them. Is that all my steak bits? No, there's another one. And another one. All right, the rest of this here I think is going to be, this here is going to be burger meat. So, throw these in there. All right, now let's get busy on cutting these up in pieces I can grind. With my new little limbs grinder there, man, it does an awesome job too. I probably don't have to take them this small, but I noticed the smaller the better. And this time I'm going to do a double grind, but I'm going to use the, I think it's 3/16 on my blade, on my grinding hoe or whatever you call that. That's what I'm going to do with that. And I got my suet I'm going to mix with it when I grind it. Most of this, I've already cleaned most of the silver skin off that I could get off with my little knives. I got my fillet knife I got from Don R up there in North Dakota. Actually, Tim got it, sent it to me, or brought it to me. But I want to save it for my fishing stuff. I didn't want to dull it up on deer meat. Oh yeah, this is going to be nice. I'm glad I sat down over there and cleaned most of this up over there in his garage. I'll be ready for a ribeye when I get all done here. I got about 4 or 5 pounds of deer burger already ground up. I'm gonna make chili. Might be more than that. I've ate quite a bit of that last year I did. Or the meat he gave me, I mean. Boy, this is some good looking meat here. You talk about good. And, uh-oh, we got some silver skin on that piece. See if I can't cut that off. Yeah, boy, we cut that right off. You got a good sharp knife, and you can take that baby right off of there. That's a heck of a knife. See how good it holds its sharpness here. Yeah, I've seen some silver skin on here I'll have to trim up. That might not be enough to even worry about. It ought to grind right up. Yeah, we'll cut that one off. Cut that. Yeah, get rid of that. A lot of deer hunters out there last weekend. This next week we got muzzle loader. They're going to try and whack another one or two nice eating does. So hopefully next weekend we'll butcher another one, or next week we'll get another one to butcher. I got a chest freezer out in the garage that's empty right now. So about got my refrigerator freezer full with deer burger already and other stuff. 44 degrees today for a while. I got my dog kennels all cleaned out. Man, my puppies are fat little fellers. They should open their eyes this week or this weekend coming up. Saturday will be 14 days old, so them pups should start opening their eyeballs here anytime. I heard between 10 and 14. I don't know if that's true or not, but oh, got a lot of silver skin on that one. My buddy must have done that one. Yeah, that's some of that muscle meat. It'll make a burger. It'll make some burger patties. This old knife takes that stuff right off. Look at that. Boy, that is the key. You gotta have a good sharp knife. Slide that baby under there. Peel that right off of there. Look at that. A little thickness on the meat there. Better trim that down just a little. Yeah, boy. Boy, it makes a difference when you got a good sharp knife. Silver skin's gone. A little bit of silver skin will grind up. Ain't gonna hurt it too bad, I don't think. Grinder will catch most of it. Well, let me know in the comments if you guys like deer meat. I know some people won't touch it. They won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I used to love it. Used to get a couple a year. Have steaks and roasts. I had one bad roast one year and that kind of turned me against the roast, so I don't care for them anymore. I'd just rather have the burger meat. There's some of that silver skin. Get rid of that. Hard to beat good old ground up burger. I don't care if it's beef or deer. This stuff right here is way better than anything you can buy in the grocery store, I bet. Bag leaks a little bit. Got a little blood there on the table. Big old chunk of meat here. Got that silver skin off. This is that muscle meat. I really even hate messing with that crap. Get enough deer meat, you don't gotta mess with that. That's the way I see it. Get enough deer meat, you can throw some of that junk away. Yeah, I need to kind of cut that a little bit, trim that up some. See if I can do it this way. Here we go. Yeah. Boy, it's nice to have a sharp knife. All right. Might have to make a 1 or 2 part video of this. All right, there's bag number 2 cut up. Clean my little mess up right here. Throw these scraps in the garbage can. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grind up what I already got cut in the freezer. Getting stiff on me. So, slide this stuff out of the way. All right. Might be a little too close here. Let me back that camera up. Try and get it where y'all can see me do a little bird grinding. What you do, you put all your stuff in the freezer and you get it good and cold. It helps that meat grind up better. Pan out, nice big pan to catch it in. Couple things of soot I'm going to mix with it. Actually, I need to mix this in there with all that meat right now, I think. I think that might be the best way to start it out. Yeah, and that meat's getting kind of froze there. Didn't take long in that freezer. Yeah, that's looking like that might be enough of that anyway. Her down the hole. All right, another quick rinse on my hands. And I need my pounder. All right, let's grind some burger. I don't know if I take that up a little bit. And I'll leave it down. You guys don't need to look at my face anyway. Check that bad boy out. That's one grind mixed with soot. I'm gonna make burger patties out of this. The other one I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna mix no soot in it until I make my chili. I'm gonna use it for chili. I should have plenty of soot in that other batch. Boy, the good thing about these little pieces like that, just drop them right down that hole in this grinder, just heats them up. Down the hatch. I guess I can grind that up, put it in this bowl. All right, excuse me while I grind my meat. Make a big old batch of chili. I think I can put it all in this tub right here. One grind. I was going to grind it twice, but I like a little chunkier burger meat. I could have sat there and cubed it all out to about 1/4 inch size pieces, but I didn't want to. All right, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I'm gonna get my other burger stuff. I'm gonna make me some 12-ounce burger steaks. Deer burger steak. Put about 2 in a package. That way if I'm extra hungry, I eat them both. If I'm not hungry, I'll just eat the one. I'll be back. All right, y'all. We're going to have a 2 or 3 part series on grinding up some deer meat. Retired Rick will be back.